Hello. So yeah, those two playing games started on Friday, but as we're now in Sunday morning local time, two of the three games have already finished, and yeah, by a hair, it was Oprah game that finished before game versus Davinian. So just found some nice time to record even now. It's been a couple of hours since those were finished. So the position in the league was such that I need only one win of those three games. It doesn't matter against who to secure my spot in the upper league next season or next stage. So it was pretty clear. I just needed to perform adequately and at least ensure just one win. But then again, it's always nice to get some good games going, and obviously I'm not targeting to lose or anything. But yeah, there's a bit less pressure than if there was, say, I needed to win all three. That would be another ball game then. But against Oprah, I'm in the first seat, and there's Nostradamus, Saladin, Columbus, but no Suez, no Cook. Cook without Suez doesn't maybe do that much. It could be good work, but then again, you probably won't push for colonies. There's Darwin, Shakespeare, of those culture guys, Ocean Liner with Maria maybe, Harvard College always nice, no Hollywood, no internet, but some synergy with Ocean Liner, there's fast food, and yeah. So let's see how this game goes. I had maybe not that much of an interesting pick, at least this being on the first hit here, and there's all the cards in 2 range are nice, so I'm guaranteed three of those if I so wish. Maybe, yeah, if the Wonder and EG is taken, then I can take three, obviously, but I'm quite sure to have a nice pick. And while there are other cards I might take, say Ridgeline is maybe better as a card, but if I take this, it means that at least Hippocrates will be gone if Oprah doesn't pick it. And if it takes Confucius, I'll have Hippo, Engineering, and Engineering Genius, and Stonehenge. So that will be some nice plays possible if I just take this card. It practically makes it so that probably takes Confucius here. So yeah, he takes Confucius, and for me there's at least a lot of cards to choose from. I start to go for the normal stuff, taking EG and Stonehenge. There's Hammurabi coming down, so I still like Hammurabi a lot. And yeah, with the Stonehenge, Hammurabi is probably the best synergy with that. So I didn't want to go for Hippo here. It would mean that I skip either popping or taking EG. Yeah, so that wasn't too much to do here if I wanted to be as efficient as possible. And yes, there's Hammurabi, so yeah. Draw a couple of tactics. Oprah goes for Confucius. Yeah, normal stuff. Takes UG. For me, yeah, Hammurabi is is the best one here. There's already 3 H1 leaders coming down, but I don't want to pick anyone for this much. So just Hammurabi and printing press. So yeah, I wanted to have that. I won't be building my lab here, so having the possibility to go for early printing presses is quite a nice one. And with Hammurabi action, I can probably afford picking it. It means that I yeah, that's a yeah, I make a small mistake maybe at the turn before. I spent the frugality A already, and that meant I had some corruption issues without popping, so that was a bit of a misplay. Or slight inaccuracy in that way. Yeah, it's in general more useful if you take frugality, maybe not use it or on the first occasion because of possible corruption problems. So I suppose popping here is quite nice to just have the population already. So not the greatest mistake, but still a bit of a misplay. At least I leave Columbus and Saladin on 2. Oprah seats. And yeah, it's quite early, so Saladin's action will be quite nice. But at least had to take it for 2. And there was early Universitas also after skipping the HA wonder, so it's not a bad start for Oprah either. Starts going for the Carolina. For me, it was relatively clear. I will go for some printing presses, at least one, and then there's code. Oprah obviously has 5th CA already, but I just didn't feel like even leaving it on 2 CA. I just felt with the Stonehenge I probably have to take it for me. And it means that I pop again just to get out of corruption, but that's probably fine. Well, yeah, it's most definitely fine. There's the second printing press coming down, so maybe Oprah could find use for that. Draw colony, but probably not seeding. This rich land for Oprah. Build some more steps. Yeah, he's playing carefully, leaving breakthrough on 2, so probably can pick it up next turn if I don't choose to spend 2 CA for that. It gets knights and patriotism, so those cards are still very useful. And he has some hand space with Saladin. Also monarchy, which is always interesting with Hammurabi, but let's see. I can at least choose to leave it on the row. Here I just look at what I want to do. I see Himeji is quite a nice option to have in 2 players just to defend. Maybe if there's some shaky play, it's quite nice to have Himeji as a backup. So I start working on the wonder. Enough stages to afford Code of Laws. And with the last year, I just finish already. Like this, monarchy is at least not discarded. Irons there, probably not, or will be taken by Oprah. And I'm quite ready for Himeji. There's EG1 coming down with it. So let's see what cards Oprah will opt to take. If I get monarchy, that might be nice to have urban growth for the 3rd printing press. If it looks like I can pull that one off. defense card. Oprah proceeds. There's planning. Let's see what comes with it. There's crafts, settlement, or warfare. Oprah can finish Carolina to have 3 science production. And he sees the combo of Himeji plus EG, so at least wants to break the combo here, taking the EG, and I think that's correct. Also pops and goes for some more strength. So yeah, he skips iron. And let's see, yeah, that's the second iron coming, so I will have the opportunity to deny iron. But let's see if I really have the CAs to do that while making sense. And with all those, yeah, so I wanted to get the monarchy, I wanted to get iron, I wanted to start going for the iron and also take Himeji, so yeah, probably saw what I probably want to do, and taking iron for 2 would not do that much. Well, it would deny the iron, but with cost of not doing other stuff, so I probably just saw that it's not that likely that I will deny the iron. Yeah, show a tactic already. Religion for free. Because religion starts going for iron himself. And with this, it's a bit of a pressure for strength difference with Hammurabi, but they're gonna have monarchy in hand, so maybe, and he doesn't take the strength for Saladin. Probably see that I can fix this strength issue quite easily. So Hammurabi Revolution popping and unit enough to get arrow corruption. Sadly, not enough resources for Himeji next turn, but at least 2 upgrades to my iron, and then yeah, it's probably best to go for economy anyway first. So yeah, Silk Road will be on 2, and the age won't end until my turn, so I will be losing Hammurabi, but yeah, it's just how it is. I got hit by, yeah, going for those early printing presses while having also a Stonehenge. I am in a bit of a culture lead, got hit by that, which was a bit annoying, but yeah, that's just how it goes. Goes for farms, probably. Maybe has seen rats or doesn't fear the rats. It's a rich land for those upgrades. Swordsman. He leaves Nostradamus on 3. There will be Barbarossa on 1, but can't see a use for him. Hammurabi, and I have no knowledge about the event deck. I mean, there might be Confucius events, but there might be some more strengths related stuff. So even though Nostradamus is for 3, it's the cheapest way to not be weakest. So I just go for him and those 2 upgrades. So I don't think there's any debate on that turn. Yeah, of course there's irrigation, which was cleverly left for 2 for me, so I skip irrigation like this, and yeah, that's ocean liner. But if there's not much luck with the hard row, I might miss out on both ocean liner while I still have Himeji in the works, and also maybe Celtic breeding could be revealed at a wrong time. So it's a bit risky, but like this, I just have corruption, and I wanna not be weakest, and I wanna get this Nostradamus going. Yeah, there's some relatively neutral stuff like emigration could be seeded. And yeah, as we can see, ocean liner pops out, and yeah, Oprah chooses to go for it right away. And actually, if he left it on the 3CA range, I couldn't even take it, since it would be, yeah, two actions to finish the Himeji, and then it would be 5 to take, and I could not take it. But I suppose he just wanted to have it in hand already, just to be efficient. Yes, EG1, but yeah, that doesn't make any big difference. But most of all, he didn't see anything else to take, and just use the CA now is better. Yeah. So a nice one for him. Doesn't have the full iron yet, but yeah, he can get all those irons quite soon, and then quite soon the ocean liner will be online. So it's a good start of the H2 for him. So yeah, for me, I seed the emigration, and at least there's Celtic breeding showing, and yeah, there's no way I leave it on the row. It would be denied 10 out of 10 times, I suppose. So the Celtic, at least a nice one. And I also want to take architecture. It would be very nice for Oprah, finishing the wonder and all the other stuff. So I felt that was a must deny as well. And yeah, then I just pop. But with taking the architecture, it's just fine. I can go for it next turn and go for Himeji in one go. And then I was eyeing the Harvard College on top. So I didn't dislike my position either. It was quite nice. I have more culture production. I will get some culture with the Nostradamus. And yeah, at least both those cameramen will be left on the row. So Oprah wants to go for the boat first. I understand it. He can also get to upgrade too, so this is a very strong turn. Yeah, nothing to complain about there. So yeah, here I just decide to go for architecture. It puts me at 5 science next turn, but with taking Harvard, I thought I could afford it. Just go for that, not be weakest. Go for 6 culture production and take Harvard College. And yeah, with the last action, I decided to take Rev ID. Yeah, Oprah has a lot of science, and well, I don't have that much. So I skip Carryman like this, which is not great. And I'm not quite sure if this is correct. I will have some production. Next turn I'll have 11 rocks to finish the Harvard College next turn. And yeah, I suppose I haven't drawn a tactic yet. There's both cannons still in. Yeah, I suppose it's still fine just to take the rev. I don't have that much science, so any additional science will help. So I suppose that's still still fine. Yeah, at least I draw night tactic now, but obviously it's not the strongest one anyway, but could be somewhat useful if I don't draw anything else. Team sports, yeah, he needs to have a solution for all those population. Can even go for one now, but then maybe something strength related. Well, at at this time I will be weakest. And yeah, I would have maybe iconoclasm, but I was going to go for the Shakespeare, so I didn't feel like putting the IQ there. Cold War could be a bit weird. I don't have a real outlook on getting much stronger. Anyway, and yeah, I just had 11 rocks, no food, so probably the worst case scenario would be raiders. I wouldn't be able to finish my college, so I just didn't see a nice way of seeding. So like this, I can very efficiently go for the Harvard, and then with the discount from architecture, I can also go for an extra printing press. And I wanted to take Richland. I will still have to upgrade my food, and also taking Shakespeare now. Yeah, if I don't, he will be gone. And with this, the cannon will stay. And yeah, breakthrough, quite nice for me as well. So I really don't see much else to do here. I can next turn go for my food upgrades, and I now have some nice signs. And also 8 culture production and whatever I seed, so practically maybe 13 culture per turn for at this moment. And when we look at Oprah, is culture-wise quite behind. And I have Himeji, so it wasn't looking too bad. Pestilence, yeah, it's nice for Oceanlander player. A little bit worse for me since I hadn't gone for my food yet. Justice system, yeah, makes sense. He has a lot of science, but those governments are quite late. Starts to go for some knights. He skips the first cannon, so it maybe puts a bit of a pressure on me. But the next copy of cannon. Set seed, and I think I seed Independence Declaration, which I thought was I hadn't seen any colonies with. I hadn't seeded any colonies or seen any colonies seeded by Oprah, so I thought Independence Declaration might be a bit of a neutral event. Let's see if it is at the end. So I go for those food upgrades with rifles. And yeah, I got hit by I got hit by coats of arms. So that was a bit of a unfortunate thing to happen. I wanted to get both my food up, and I felt I need to take a rifleman. Oh yeah, it meant like this. I would have to skip one food upgrade to take the cannon. And yeah, I probably should have taken the cannon, even though it meant a bit weaker economy. Yeah, well, while looking at this game again, I think, yeah, cannon must be taken here. So it's a mistake. Yeah, I can't really see how I can leave cannon there. draw some more stuff to seed. Yeah, I just now draw the independence declaration, so I didn't see it last turn, but it was something else, which I don't recall now, but I will once it hits. I'm not sure what it was. Let's see. Oprah goes for Maria, so maybe some military stuff for just having a nice way to get some more science. Goes for a lot of activations. Well, swordsman, so yeah, maybe has classic army or maybe even Napoleonic. So I will have to be a bit careful. He has a lot of population to put in those units. Doesn't have a lot of MA now at this moment, but yeah, have to be a bit careful. So now I see the independence declaration, and yeah, I find another bad thing from the deck. But I just wanted to get the culture. I wasn't really getting that much stronger, and I will be losing Nostradamus anyway. So I choose to lose one sword, one warrior, and rebuild it as rifle. I definitely wanted to take the strategy, and also Kanban, since yeah, without MS he won't be that threatening. Probably has to do some military stuff to catch up. So I just wanted to take both those texts. And yeah, with going for Shakespeare last turn, it was clear that there's only one opera coming down anymore, and it was on my turn. It was for 3, but I just didn't want to take it. But 3, it's still quite late. So probably early movies could work also. I just didn't want to, or couldn't maybe, do reasonably go for opera for 3. So I just decided to leave it on the row, and opera is kind enough to leave it for me here. So I draw more defense cards, could be useful later on. I think, yeah, I did see prosperity the turn before, just to get some more extra food and just get the culture. Oprah has a lot of population anyway. And yeah, this is he has only 5 civil actions, but he can find a nice fundamentalism on the first 2 cards from H3, and that is obviously the best government for him. And also, yeah, there's the second cannon, and it will be denied, so it will be a bit tricky for me. But then again, I sort of I can blame myself too, leaving the cannon on the row. I had the option to take it for 1 at the cost of a bit of development, but yeah, with this I hate myself already for just leaving it there. Obviously, it's always a bit luck dependent. And when there's just 1 copy left, who's gonna take it? Who's gonna be able to take it, and can he afford it? But like this, it was pretty perfect just to get the Funda and also the cannon. So I was a bit annoyed here. Well, in part of my own play and in part of this very, very early fundamentalism. Yeah, it puts Oprah in a sort of needing at least one rev idea to ever get Air Force or even cannon going. So, but yeah, with him taking the cannon, it starts to look like Napoleonic army. So yeah, H3 just started. I'm at 62 culture, Oprah on 30, but I will be getting some more culture quite soon. I see the freedom of movement. It might be more useful for me, and if it should be revealed at the right time, it could end up affecting a possible war in a way that Oprah cannot fully prepare for. And I had seen arms industry seeded by Oprah while being Nostradamus, so I knew I was gonna get some more rocks. So here I just go for a couple of cheap Operas. What else is on the road? There's Marlene, but I don't want to take her for 3, and there's also Gandhi in the game, so I want to lock up my position in that way. So I practically have one CA left now. I will have 17 science next turn, so I don't want to go for strategy yet, just to leave myself open for maybe getting demo. So yeah, I still decide to go for the strategy. Yeah, I did play around with some scenarios where I just play rev idea, but then I was a bit I was quite weak, so I just wanted to be able to defend reasonably. So yeah, that's at the end why I went for the strategy. Yeah, I suppose the demo plays a bit greedy anyway. I don't probably need it, even if it came out. I just need some Air Force and maybe tanks or rockets. So at least I have some have nice science, so I can afford Air Force plus another military tech. And I don't take any cards, so there's not too many cards revealed, but let's see what comes out. Yeah, at least Gandhi, so let's see if there's a military Gandhi being picked here. Yeah, obviously Gandhi is taken away, probably not elected, and also can take fast food and not being on corruption. So yeah, that's a reasonable turn. No argument there. But this Gandhi, yeah, it's a bit annoying to be honest. He's on just practically 2 science production and then 3 with the Maria plus Ocean Liner. So even getting cannon out is a bit of an issue for him, and also he can't ever really go for Air Force, and yeah, couldn't go for anything like military theory very easily. So just taking this Gandhi is practically, yeah, I need to do something with my military, and if I could take Gandhi and just defend any possible infiltration, I would be quite set for the game. But yeah, Gandhi came out and was denied. So that's it. I see it. Impact of progress. That's at least nice for my science production. I already have a lot of blue decks out, and I can probably get the satellites for one. So I want to go for one free Opera, just pushing on the culture so that. So yeah, at this point it was quite clear that one war is not enough for Oprah. So I just wanted to push the culture, and yeah, Marlene is the best one for me of those remaining leaders, so just take her in hand, and also satellites. And here I decide to play the Rabbi already. So democracy will be dropped to 1, but I suppose that was not. It would be too greedy to go for anyway. And what else? There's reserves for 3, but I felt I maybe don't need to take it here. There's still freedom movement, and yeah, I still need at least tanks in this current state of matters. I need tanks, or maybe there's something else drawn. So I still have a lot of potential. I draw modern army. That would require both of those, but could still be managed. There's freedom. At least it was revealed before he got cannons out. As for the cannon, yeah, it's really looking like Napoleonic. And he takes 1 reserves, and even 2. At least cannot take all 3. So he's prepping for war. I think it was Impact of Culture. I was quite sure to win it. And there was territory, which, yeah, it was not played by me. I didn't know about it. And while it's nice to win it now, I win it for even quite cheap. But yeah, that independence declaration that I thought that was neutral, it won't be that neutral at this stage. But it's still quite nice to just get the draw and yeah, more importantly, not Oprah getting a cheap strategy to maybe draw some more wars. Still, well, he has drawn many cards already, thanks to the early fundamentalism, but it isn't really guaranteed that he even has. Well, yeah, 1 war is quite likely, but 2, that's a bit more unlikely. So I get it for quite cheap. Yeah, it's still rifleman unit, but then not that expensive. So with it, I draw a positional army. So just getting rockets is quite enough for me. But yeah, it starts to look like the war, at least 1 war will happen next turn. So my CAs are a bit of a problem. And also, yeah, there's air forces for both players, obviously, and 2 players, but civil action wise, and also if there's just not the second copy of Air Force available next turn, it might not be, or at least if there's no other copies shown, this will be taken. So I need to take this Air Force already. I want to have the reserves. And yeah, I put printing press into Rifleman with the freedom, and that got mirror corruption. That was still a full Rifleman. It was from 0 cost printing press to this Rifleman, but at least that got out of corruption. So I just wanted to go for the Air Force this turn. Then yeah, it was, I have 6 CA, and I would need, if the rockets were on 3, I would need to take it to 3, develop it, and then I wouldn't have, I'd need to play the reserves as well. So if it was on 3, I couldn't go for 1 rocket and one Air Force, but if it was for 2, basically if it wasn't revealed this next turn, and it was left for 2 for me, I would be able to go for it, play reserves, wreck a couple of things, and go for those 2 units. That would put me at enough strength easily. But yeah, there's maybe some mild spoilers about the last about the cards revealed. So yeah, obviously rockets will be on 2 even. So that plan goes out the window. Can go for the war. It's still not the biggest war. I still have Himeji. Yeah, he takes all those cards. Goes for even more arenas. So yeah, then it was about, yeah, there's even not even a tank on the row, obviously. So yeah, if I wanted to ever use the Conquistadors tactic, I would need to play it now and then hope for tanks not being on the row next turn to be able to. Well, it's not guaranteed. There's another war, but yeah, I'm not sure if Oprah had any other outs anyway other than war. So it's very possible that he pushed for his strength without having 2 wars already. Maybe just hoping to draw more at some point. So it's not entirely clear, judging from his the way he's played, that he has 2 wars or even more. But it was not clear, so I decided to just go for. Yeah, that's it. I still wanted to keep Shakespeare for 1 more turn. Marlene didn't do anything for my defense this turn. Went for satellites for impact of progress and obviously for more strength. And I decided to build Air Force and another rifle and also copy a tactic. And yeah, it was. Yeah, at this point, I make another mistake. I didn't want to wreck my farm, but like this, at this, yeah, there's many of you already see what the problem is, and I realized it already while playing this turn that I probably will sacrifice an air force for the war, and then I can't rebuild the air force for the next war should there be one. So like this, there's military buildup on the row already. There's one of patriotism in the deck, and I have Harvard College, so there's a 50-50 chance, like something like that the patriotism won't be revealed just yet, and I can get it. But yeah, it's just a misplay to leave. Yeah, it doesn't the population. Yeah, if I destroyed secret breeding, I wouldn't be able to pop next turn, but that is hardly an issue. I could then just rack another iron next turn. So it's just a misplay to rack this iron. Yeah, I have to mention that at this point, the other game was in the final stretches as well, and it maybe impacted my sort of it impacted my play a bit since I was arguably looking quite good in that game, and that was already enough for me to win the league. But then again, if this was just lazy play on my part, leaving this just leaving me with only 6 rocks for next turn without practically getting the patriotism, probably that military build-up will be taken anyway. So it was just bad play on my part, and wrecking farm is just much better, and yeah, that's no excuse. But also at this point, yeah, let's evaluate the war first. I destroy one air force for the war, and of course there's another. So at this point, it was still quite good for me. I have impact of progress, but will be huge. Also, I have impact of tech in hand, with the problem that it will reveal Independence Declaration, and that's another 8 points for the war. Next, this war, and I also had culture, impact of culture, so that was a lot. So I didn't do the math here for many reasons, but I felt I still have an okay chance of holding on. But yeah, that's just those mistakes can't be done in the next stages of just hoping for patriotism not to flip, and there it is on the row on the first or the last card revealed. But that's leaving it on the whim of the TTA gods is just bad play. So there was the other war. Of course, those cards are taken. Yeah, sure. And yeah, with this he already built. Yeah, he has only 3 more steps for the wonder, I think, so he will be guaranteed the wonder. So probably it doesn't have any aggression that would give him rocks. So yeah. So I still decide to seed. It's seed the impact of technology, which will be 8 plus 8 against Oprah plus 3 for seeding. So it's and yeah, it's also 4 more for the impact of progress. So it's still good. Civil service for the progress and also technology. I couldn't really. Well, I suppose I didn't have this science. I could have taken Rev ID, played it, but then I wouldn't have had enough actions to do all my other stuff, so I couldn't go for the military theory. Go for Marlene. Yeah, at least I can pop like this without destroying anything, but yeah, it's just, yeah. I can only build 1 rifle. So yeah, it's not the best way to end this game. Does the war, now it's almost tied. And also, of course, an aggression. And he gets, and now he's peaceful Gandhi to end the game. While you look at the final scoreboard, there's Gandhi. It's been a peaceful game. Yeah, right. There's 27-point fast food, which is quite crazy as well. Yeah, so I enter the final scoring quite a bit behind, but I have some nice impacts. So let's see what the final score is. The happiness wasn't played by me, but at least having Marlene at the end gave me some more points for this. And culture was already evaluated. Then there's plus 12 for this, and plus 8 for this. So yeah, I end up losing this game, which was the way I didn't really help myself that much in this game. It was even I haven't calculated exactly, but I suppose it could have been enough just to leave me enough resources to go for the Air Force, it would be worth more sacrificing, and yeah, it's quite close at least. So maybe at the end it was just hinging on that one sort of stupid decision. But all in all, I still felt a bit unlucky in this game. So yeah, I did get selective breeding. That was obviously a good turn of the cards. But then again, there was this very early fundamentalism, there was Gandhi, there was rockets, and there was this and that revealed. But yeah, upon this second viewing that I have of the game, I saw that there was maybe more than few occasions where I could have made the game a bit easier for me. But obviously it's also a bit unlucky that yeah, it was quite clear that he needed 2 wars, and he also needed that one more aggression. So you still need to draw those, and also a nice wonder. So even with all that, it's just 10-point win. So yeah, it also required a lot of good stuff happening for Oprah, but yeah, then again he played for his outs, and obviously it was deserved in that way, and it's always the cards fall in whatever order they may, and he definitely made the best out of his chances and was able to pull off a pretty big comeback. So congrats to Oprah. There's obviously no bad blood here. It was just yeah, bit of some unluck somewhere and some luck elsewhere. So yeah, let's end this video here. Hope you enjoyed it. I did quite enjoy this second viewing of the game. Yeah, it's still a bit annoying, but then again, it's just GTA. So yeah, bye bye.